Hi, one forum is brings you the best. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Your comment and your likes will be highly appreciated. Yes, we promise you that if the results are out, we are talking about South African elections results. We'll be here to present everything to you and give you the analysis and the punches and everything. We will not miss anything. Where we have to refer to our note in order to give you the right figures, we will do so. Yes, we are law abiding. That is why we waited patiently. We promise you that we will not go and conjecture anything or come and tell you any half result, but we wait for the Independent Electoral Commission of South Africa to present you everything. So let us go straight forward to the point. But for the declaration, it has been made, yes. We are talking about the 2nd June 2024. The results have been declared. So we'll go through everything for you for your understanding. We know you and we'll present everything to you that you understand very well. If there is something that is not so clear, please, the comment section is there. Kindly comment. Now let's bust on straightforward. Yes, when you talk about this very election, it has been a haul, and we commend the Electoral Commission for the great work that they have done. Ideally, within 7 days, they have to present the result, and they have been able to do so within some 3 days. That's a plus to them. They work so hard towards that. Now, let's look at the figures. When you talk about ANC happened to be the party of South Africa. That's one of the greatest or the biggest parties in South Africa. They got 40%. That represents around, we are talking about over 6 million. We'll not go into the details of the figures, but over 6 million of votes. That was what they got. And that helped them to have about 159 seats. As we said in our previous videos, that they practice the proportional representation in parliament. Their vote is what will influence the number of seats that they will have in parliament. So as they have that over 6 million people voting for them, they are likely to have 159 seats in the Parliament of South Africa. Now we move to the DA, that's the Democratic Alliance, that's white dominated party also. They had 22%, which represents over 3 million. Yeah, we are talking about 3 million people voted for them. And they also have around 87, they happen to be second. Yeah, they have 87 seats in the Parliament of South Africa. Now we'll move to the new kid on the block. We are talking about the MK party, Jacob Zuma's party. They had a 15%, yes. We projected earlier, but someday I'll come to the projection. But they have 15%, that is representing over 2 million. Yeah, that represents over 2 million votes for them. And they also have 58 seats in the Parliament of South Africa. They will be so excited about that because they've achieved a lot. This is a party that is only in about some 6 months. It started just last December. And it started just last December, yes, December last year. And been able to achieve this for themselves, occupying the 3rd position, pushing EFF aside. It's a great achievement for them. They're happy, and some of them are also not happy. We'll get to that also. Now let's go to the 4th one. That's the EFF. EFF that have been around for some time and occupying the 3rd position. Now they've been pushed down to the 4th position. They also have 9.6%. That represents about 39 seats in the Parliament of South Africa. So if we put all those major political parties together, I'm talking about ANC, I'm talking about DA, and I'm talking about MK, and I'm talking about EFF. They have 343 seats in the Parliament of South Africa. You know, the entire seat is around 400 seats. That is the entire seat. But these 4 major parties have been able to successfully secure 343 seats for themselves. I said several times in our previous videos, but if it's not so clear to you, you can refer to those videos and look at the proportional representation. I made a presentation on that, and the proportional representation that is practiced in South Africa, so that you understand everything and put everything in context in that regard. So when you subtract the 343 from the 400 seats that they have, the other minor parties, we are talking about PA and all other parties, when you pull them together, they have 57 seats in the Parliament of South Africa. That is how it is. Now, let's just oppose this whole result with our projection. We made a projection from the beginning in our previous videos that it's highly likely, based on the researches that we've done ourselves and those that have been done by credible institutions in South Africa and all over the place. We made a projection that it's likely that the party, that is ANC, is likely to make 39% of the vote, but at the end they had what, 40%. And mostly when it comes to research, it's plus or minus. That's why anytime that we are making our presentation about projections here and there, we use the plus or minus. So we are still in the same range. We projected 39 plus or minus. That is why in every research we have margin of error, which is 2 plus 2 or minus 2. So we are within the range, and we were almost accurate with that, as the actual figure is now 40% for ANC. The DA, we also said that they hover around their previous one of 20, which is now 22 that they have. We're also in that range also. The MK as well, we projected 13% for them. Yes, and plus or minus, which I said already that it's either plus 2 or minus 2 based on the margin of error. And they have 15 over here. We are still in that range. So the researches that we referred to and all the things, the surveys here and there, they are all in the range, and we did a very great job for ourselves also. That's why we also deserve an applaud. And when you talk about one major thing, that is the MK being able to replace the EFF on the scale of who comes first and second. Yes, we made a projection and it's surely happened. And what happened was they've taken the position of EFF. They are now number 3 with the 15%. Yes, that's great work done by our media also, our medium also. Now let's move on. Someone may ask, what may have happened to all these political parties? Yes, in the past, when you talk about ANC, they dropped from 60 something to 57. Yeah, the most recent one happened to be 57, and they now dropped down to 40. What might happen? The country is facing a lot of power crisis and a lot of economic challenges. And sometimes also it could be that just the citizens are just tired of the government. ANC have been ruling since 1994, and we are in 2024. So the citizens may have just been tired. They've been around for so much, why not cut them off? That may be the factors that affected this very government. Sometimes when someone is leading you for so long, you get tired of the person and you just have to get rid of the person irrespective of what. Yeah, that's why they say that when you enjoy one thing for so long, sometimes you're likely to get tired of it. But no, it's not applicable to everything. No, it's not applicable to everything. Yes, that must be made in a record. Now, when you talk about the DA, they haven't made much improvement. Why am I saying so? The 2% that they added to it is a great work, and we salute them for that. But what happened was, that was how they were in the past. So they just regained what they've lost in the past. Yeah, but we still have to applaud them for that, because they also work well. And it seems they got a lot from the international vote. Those that are living in diaspora and voted for them here and there, they got above 70. For all the entire vote that came from diaspora, they got about 70. Yeah, the explanation may be done by the system that was used or whatever it is, yes. And it's explainable, yes, it can be explained, because they have a lot of their people outside that are also citizens of South Africa, and they voted for them, yes. They are entitled to that, and they enjoy that one so much. Now, when you talk about the MK, the Zuma factor, Jacob Zuma is someone that, whether you may like it or not or hate him, he's the man of the people. That's why even when he got to the center, where the counting and everything was done, or they were projecting the thing, when he got there, he was mobbed, yes. He was covered all over the place. People were falling down and pushing the others all over the media and everything. Yes, he's a man of the moment. That's the striker of the moment. They did so well with the 15%, because it's a very new political party, the MK party, that used to be the paramilitary wing of the ANC. Yes, that's the military intelligence wing of the ANC. He took that from the dustbin, polish it, work on it, and he has formed into a party, and they've done so well for them. So that should tell you that charisma is very important when it comes to politics. So that helped Jacob Zuma and his people also. So the Zuma factor and the work they put in, they said that they've been working underground for so long. That one also helped them. Yes, we applaud them and we salute them for that great work. EFF, sadly, EFF, they got the 9.6 or whatever for themselves. A lot happened when it comes to EFF. Yes, but their leader, their president, Julius Malema, he made the point that it wasn't that they've lost votes, though they've lost it, because in the past they had 10, now they 10%, and now they've reduced to 9.6. Yes, we can say that they've lost votes, but what he is saying is the people that they seems to lose now, were all people that were so disgruntled with the ANC, and they were supporters of Zuma. So they were looking for somewhere to cast their vote. That's why they voted for them. And they were so astonished in the past when they got that. I think 2019, they were so astonished that those people voted for them, and they now have that additional number to themselves. So he gave that explanation, but some of us can say that no, that is not well explained. Why? Because you form a political party, they are progressing, they are 10 years. They celebrated their 10 years last year. It was in a grand style. And a lot of people, the youth are there on social media dancing in their paraphernalia and their apparels. So we expect something better than that. But that is how politics is. That is what some of us give the caution that it's not dancing beautifully on social media that help your party. They registered new people also. They covered all over the university campuses here and there. They got more people here and there. But where are the votes? Yes. Though he was trying to trivialize it and make an explanation out of it, but it doesn't sound so well to some of us that do analysis. Yes, because you can tell us that you've been around, let's assume that you've been around for the past 5 years. You can't tell us that you'll not be able to add anything. And the one that you added in the past as a result of the grant or those that were so enchanted with ANC, they voted for you. You can't say those people decided to go back to Jacob Zuma. That means Jacob Zuma have worked more than you. Yes, that's why I like the way even yourself, Julius Malema, you refer to Jacob Zuma that if someone 82 years can achieve great things like this, you can also work at it. We only wish you well. But you know who will make better and greater? Our next video is going to be on Julius Malema himself. Why he can be or he may not be the president, or he will never be the president of South Africa. We'll make a presentation on that. Look out and watch out for that video in our next one. Yeah, now let's move on. You know, the smaller political parties also, yes, some make some great work for themselves. You can talk about Mackenzie's party, the PA, yes. They did very well this time around. In the past, they had 6,000, but now they had over 300,000 here and there. And they've been able to successfully get around 9 seats in parliament. You know, Mackenzie is a man of the people, though he had some past issues here and there. He was in prison as a result of robbery attack here and there. Yeah, he was involved in robbery here and there, but he's now a reformed person. He went to prison, he served the term, and I think and I understand that the laws of South Africa allow him to now take part in active politics, and he's doing exactly that. He's a businessman, the money is there and he's pumping the money. But one thing that he stands for that is causing him a lot of, to some extent, positivity is he won the illegal people, illegal immigrant out of South Africa. That is what he been the base on which he's campaigning. And I think that worked for him this time around, and he's been able to achieve that. Yeah. Now let's move on. You know, he got some good shares over there, and a lot have been so successful for him when it comes. And he's so excited. He was all over the place praising himself and dancing around. And they are going to parliament. That's the most important thing, because once you are part of parliament, you can also influence decisions. And they will also be considered when it comes to the coalition that we projected that there will surely be a coalition. It has happened. They will surely be part, because with nine members of parliament, it's not a small thing when it comes to coalition. Yes, so they are very relevant. Now, there are talks all over the place. The talks are already underway when it comes to the coalition. Yes, the DA, the ANC, the EFF has already made it clear during their presentation that they are ready for something like coalition. Yes, they have no other choice than to be ready. Yes. Now on that. Now, as I said already, prior to the declaration of the result, there were all manner of press conferences. The first one by Julius Malema, you know, they accepted the result here and there, and though they raised some issues about some irregularities here and there, but they accepted the result and justified that, yeah, that is what they deserve, and they got that. Yes, some of us, we don't believe in that because they work so hard. We'll be seeing them around, so we expect them to get more votes. But unfortunately, that's how politics is. You know, when it comes to human beings, they are the variables of all the variables. And sadly, that happened to them. They will not be able to achieve that. But we hope that something successful come out of the coalition for them so that they also benefit. He's projecting that they want the Ministry of Finance, which I can say comfortably it's going to be very difficult because the ANC may not be ready to surrender that very valuable, important part of the ministerial appointment to them. But let's see how it happens. We'll watch that space and present you everything about the coalition that will take place. It may be very hard and a lot of sacrifices have to be done, but it will surely happen. So we are waiting for that. We'll bring you that. As well as Jacob Zuma, yes. Jacob Zuma and his people, yes. They made their presentation, they held a press conference, they lamented, and about 25 minor political parties together with his party, MK. Yes, they initially made the attempt that the result shouldn't be declared today, but though it has been declared already, yes. They said that no, the result must not be declared because of some irregularities, how some of their people were disenfranchised, how some of their votes were taken away from them, and they call for recounting or even revoting. But at the end, the Electoral Commission, that is the Independent Electoral Commission, had their way and they've made a declaration already. So what is left for Jacob Zuma and his people, the MK party, is for them to go to court. He's a law-abiding citizen, we all know. He's been in court day in, day out, and I'm sure he and his people, I'm talking about 25 other political parties, they will go to court for this to be resolved peacefully. We'll be here to bring you blow-by-blow account from the court. Whatever it is that will come out of the court, we'll be here to bring you the best. Now, let's move on quickly. And the ANC also, they also held their press conference. We are talking about Mbalola and his people. They held their press conference. They also accepted the result. And they said that, well, one way or the other, they did not perform well, but they just accepted in good faith for democracy to move on. That's exactly what they say. And Julius Malema, he made a point that he's not going anywhere. He remained the president of the EFF. Yes, well, that is what they want, and that is their home matter. That's their house affairs, so they should take care of it. Likewise, Mbalola also made a point that Cyril Ramaphosa is not going anywhere. But let's see what happens as days go by. When the negotiation starts, we'll see who is who and who is not who here. We'll get to know all those things. That is about that. But we'll be here to bring you everything when it comes to politics of South Africa. Yes, it's very interesting, very beautiful. But I must say again, the Electoral Commission of South Africa did a great job. The workers, even the news people here, we are talking about the South African Broadcasting Corporation. I enjoy their news channel, whatever, everything that they put there. I salute them and I love their station and I'm glued to it and I'll forever be with them. They did so well and we are all appreciative of what they've done for South Africa. That is the beauty of democracy. The arms of government have to do their part and the media also have to do their part. We are also here. We also did our best. Yes, we made the projections. We brought you everything, the court cases about Zuma and the campaigning here and there, the rallies here and there. We'll be here. We worked so hard. We brought everything to you, to your understanding. We're always here to bring you analysis as we've done now. And kindly be with us for more when it comes to issues about politics of Africa and historical antecedent, anything about security in Africa, anything about crime, and anything and everything about Africa. We'll be here to bring you all the best. Your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated. Kindly subscribe to this channel. More videos are coming for you, or more presentations are coming for you, especially the one on Julius Malema, whether he will be or he will not be. But as we will say, Julius Malema may never be the president of South Africa. But watch out for that video. It's coming on your way. And the reasons attached to it. Please, your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated. Thank you so much. Always be in touch. Thank you.